basically what I'm trying to say is I missed a big opportunity.
You almost met the yard.
I almost met the yard.
You almost mattered in the lives of rich people. But
Exactly.
instead, you're just here slumming it up with us.
Yeah. I could have been with the big dogs, is what I'm saying.
This could be called the Almost Mattered podcast.
The Almost Mattered podcast. We're just a little, like, slightly irrelevant. Well, very irrelevant.
Yeah, but that's not what it's called. It's called The Pond. Welcome back to The Pond.
And
everybody.
welcome back to the pond.
We made it. We made it to week 2.
Well, it's actually for most people, it's week 1.
It is week
There's
1.
a secret episode that they're not gonna see.
Yeah.
That
Only the chosen people know about that.
sure.
Yeah. Last night, this is very timely.
Mm-hmm.
I cooked beef for the first time in my life.
Whoa.
Okay.
And this was ground lean beef, and it looked like brains. And I took a picture for you guys, actually.
What a great thing for an audio podcast.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, I still
we can
want to see
describe
it. I still want to know what it is.
Let's see this beef.
It actually, like, it was my first time cooking this shit, and it was so fucking disgusting.
Mhm.
I can't tell. Like, look at this. Do you see this shit?
It's a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's
For those who can't see, which is all of you, it's ground beef in a nonstick pan, kind of living it up in its little beef water. It's very chunky. Like it's not.
it's pink. Like there's still pink
It's
on
still
there.
pink. It's not. It doesn't look fully cooked. Just
It's pink?
There's some pink on
There's
there
some
for
pi-
sure.
it's not-
Maybe it's the glisten of the fat that's in the bottom. Nah, it's pink.
It's
That
a
is
little bit
pink.
pink.
You gotta cook it more than that. You gotta let it actually.
You gotta let it stink a little bit. It's too pink.
Okay, and walk me through it. Was there anything else in there?
Did you put salt in there?
I did put 3 rounds. So I put salt and pepper.
Sure.
Right? And I wanted some flavoring, and I was like, okay, salt and pepper works fine for now. I just wanted to give it a try.
Did you cook it or just?
So
you
here's the
had
thing.
the ground beef sashimi.
No, I did. I did 3 rounds, and what I mean by this is that the first round, it was like all super pink, and I just like put it in the pan. The pan's already hot, right?
Right.
Put some oil, like some avocado oil or whatever the fuck, in there. I mushed it.
Mm-hmm.
And I did a round of like salt and then pepper, and that's my first round. Second round,
Why do you have to explain it in like Street Fighter terms? Why can't you just like say it like a human being?
What do you mean? How do you? The first time, second time?
Step 1, step 2.
No, it wasn't like a.
Why is it a round-based system? There's like a 90-second timer, and then you have to beat up this beef's health bar and take it down to 0.
You have to
before
beat
die.
the meat.
I have to
You
beat
have
the
to
meat.
beat the meat. Why?
Well, because it's a gradual process.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a gradual process. It's not like a step where it's like confined in.
Yeah, it's not like a step. Like step 1, put the beef in the pan with the salt and pepper and cook it.
No, because I'm repeating the same steps, so it's not really. Steps are supposed to be progressive.
Okay, So what's round 2? Maybe I'll learn.
Round
more.
2 is another round of salt and pepper. Again,
Why?
because I thought there was no flavoring at all.
So, well, okay. First of all,
So how quick
wait.
is it?
Step 1, salt and pepper.
Yes.
Step 2, salt and pepper.
Yes.
Why can that not just be one step? Also,
No.
just to be clear, you thought it had no flavor. How did you know?
Because it just looked terrible.
It looked terrible.
So bad.
You didn't taste. You did
No, I
not
didn't
taste
taste
the
it.
raw meat. I
No,
just want
I
to
did
make
not.
sure.
I did not.
Make sure you didn't taste the raw meat because step 1, salt and pepper. Step 2, salt and pepper because it didn't taste salty and peppery enough. Like,
No.
Do you have like a special like you can like taste with your eyes? Like you kind of got your senses rearranged. Or how
I
does
wish
it
I
work?
did. I wish I did, but there's this thing called like a cooker's instinct. You know what I mean?
you do not. This is your first time. This is your first time. This is.
I've
okay.
cooked pork chop before. What's different than?
What's the difference between this one completely different meat and this other?
Yeah, what's different between
It's meat.
It's a whole steak. It's versus like a ground material. The pork chop has a fat
Also,
cap that you have
that
to
was ground
render.
beef, right?
yeah, it was
ground beef.
It was lean ground beef.
Did you how did you like
I used
separate
a
it?
spatula. I
You
used
just like that.
just chop
Those
it.
chunks were so big.
The chunks were like
The chunks were. I thought when I saw it, like the first glance I got, I thought it was like shredded or something because those things were like giant globs.
big.
I don't know how small you're supposed to go with lean ground
Also,
beef.
what are you eating it with?
Right.
I got a picture for you guys. It's got a picture for you guys.
I want to go back to these steps later because step 1, salt and pepper.
What is this?
What is
They're
what?
not-
You're
gonna have to
no,
put it-
no,
No.
no. What is
What is this?
there's like some kind of
Is that
ooze.
hot sauce or ketchup?
There's some ooze in there, and it's not distributed. It's only like at the very bottom. It's not like that brown beef is coated in it. It's just like one glob in the middle.
What sauce is that?
I want you to take a good guess.
Barbecue.
Ketchup.
No. Sriracha.
Okay.
That's just sriracha by itself.
Yep. It was.
Is this is not on brand sriracha. That's like rooster cock spicy flavor.
I don't know.
I was hoping it
it
would
was
be-
low key. I looked at the expiry date like a couple months ago on this sriracha bottle, and it was like maybe 6 months expired, and I still used it. And that was
That's
4
fine.
months ago.
I think it's fine to use expired sriracha.
Yeah, but just boy dinner.
This is
Yeah.
This is boy dinner.
And this was 3 a.m. last night, and I couldn't fucking so, like, it was bad. I felt disgusted. Like,
it was it was a
cooking,
bad meal.
It was terrible. But the thing is, I'm bad at like managing my diet, so I didn't have much to eat that day. I was like, I need something, and it felt like beef.
It's good that you ate,
It's good that you ate.
Thank you.
But you're a terrible cook.
and that was horrible.
That was horrible.
Yeah, it's not making it to my recipe book. 100%.
So
You're not making
salt and pepper.
If you make a recipe book, you should be arrested. Like that, it would be criminal. It would be criminal negligence if you make a recipe book. Just so you know.
the World Health Organization is gonna fucking strike me.
Salt and pepper. Salt and pepper. What's next? How do you make that
Is there
so we can
another
put a
round of
stop
salt
to
and
it?
pepper?
How do we make this so we can put a stop to it?
Huh?
How do we know how you make this so we can fix this? Make it never happen again.
Well, first of all, fuck lean ground beef. That's the big problem.
No, lean ground beef is good.
I'm gonna
lean ground
promise
beef is
you
good.
that's
for this?
not the problem.
So okay,
You're the
The instincts-
You have to take accountability. For once in your life, you have to acknowledge the beef didn't cook itself. It's you, okay? It's you have the power to make this taste better. All right. What was your inspiration? Was there like a recipe you were
No,
looking at, or like
my
something?
inspiration was my fucking thoughts and imagination. I felt like this has to be the easy shit. You know? Okay. You know what? Actually,
So you were cocky.
well, yes, that too. But also, I wanted to taste. You know, there's like TikToks where it's like, oh, I'm a single mother of 3 cooking for my child, and it's just like someone just plopping this like lean ground beef on frying pan.
Right.
I wanted to taste what it tasted like.
and you thought
Do you think those are like
good?
aspirational TikToks or?
It was just like, oh, I guess this is one of those, you know, mother hacks where it's like easy to cook and it tastes decently well for
Can we
family to
rewind
eat.
also? Because I'm just curious. Because I know your grocery situation. Did you go and get this did you go and buy these groceries yourself?
No,
Like
no,
get the
I
ground beef?
wrote on the whiteboard on like a grocery list because there was like a whole small whiteboard in the refrigerator with like a grocery list, and I wrote lean ground beef in cursive.
So you've been cooking with this idea for a minute. Like you wanted
For a
to
week.
make this
For a
ground
week.
beef, the
Yeah,
ground
yeah.
beef
Yeah, I wanted to do that.
for like a week.
Yeah,
And so 3 a.m. you're just like, it's time.
it's time because I was not doing anything else. I was not gonna get another bowl of Shun ramen because that's not.
That's the normal diet. 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Go to.
Yes.
I mean yeah.
I mean,
you're
in
eating-
normal circumstances, I'm
If you're
with
eating
you.
shin ramen at 2 p.m., it's like, oh fuck,
Yeah,
your
I
life's
mean,
not going well.
that's what I'd be doing. So
I'd be doing that too.
it's not the Shin ramen though. It's like ramen with an egg that I make myself.
Yeah,
You're so
know,
original,
you're leveling
dude.
it up.
Yeah, I add like the vegetables. I'm trying to make
Yeah,
it like a
spring
balanced
onions.
meal. You
why
know what
why
I'm
don't you
saying?
make a tianchan man? Is that a thing?
What the fuck is that?
No, this is like a thing.
What are you saying?
Oh, jajangmyeon
Sure.
with like the thick ass
It's like
sauce
ground
noodle.
pork or something.
I know what you mean. It's
No,
I'm cultured.
No, I'm.
it's
yeah,
Hong Kong or Taiwan.
I'm Carlos cultured. Japan eat TikTok, YouTube Shorts.
I've had it before.
No, but why don't you cook that? Why don't you level up?
because I'm not gonna cook. I'm not gonna make a sauce in one day. Or is that a common occurrence? Is sauce like makeable in one day?
Yeah.
I thought you gotta marinate that shit.
How long do you think it takes that sauce?
One night at least.
Also, the sauce. You can
The
just get
ancient-
sauce.
The ancient monks go to the mountain on their pilgrimage to collect the ineffable sauce.
Yeah, I mean, you know, taste and labor goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a good. You know what? That's a good lesson that I learned last night.
Did you learn anything?
Yeah, 'cause I learned that if I cook this lazy ass meal, I'm not gonna get a good taste. By the way, this is one of those things. When I was eating it, I felt so embarrassed. I didn't want anyone to see it. So I was like really hoping to finish that entire frying pan up, but I couldn't. So right now I have like this pathetic bowl of like sriracha beef rice bowl and like Axis beef inside the fridge, and it's like saran wrapped.
That's tonight's dinner. It is.
Yeah, I'm not.
Why
looking
don't
forward.
you remix it? Why don't you, when you make your Shun ramen, you add the beef in there?
Dude, the beef tastes disgusting. Let me just.
Does it taste like it has 3 rounds of salt and pepper in it?
Surprisingly not. My whole point of the 3 rounds of salt and pepper were to add flavor to
what
it.
mechanism did you add? Like, did you take a pinch of salt? How did you add the salt and
I
pepper?
did this shit with the fucking shaker or whatever.
You have-
like the
you have that-
grinder. I have that shit. Yeah.
For both the salt and the pepper?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I do.
And
I
how
do.
many shakes did you do? per
I
round?
did maybe like 4. 1, 2, 3. Well, actually, it was like 4 seconds.
Per
Not like-
round? Or
Yeah, per round.
You
And I
gotta do
thought-
more.
Really?
If you can't taste it, you gotta do more. Clearly.
you
I'm not
also
gonna-
got
I'm
to
not
think
gonna
about
taste
when you're
raw.
adding it.
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
So that's why it's in rounds, because I put some time in between these like adding phases.
Yeah,
But if it's before you cook it every time, then
No, before I cook it once, right? And then second time is when it's like turning brownish, right? And then when it finally
wanna
turned
You
brown,
want to add it when it's pink.
well,
if
that's
it's-
what I did.
Yeah, but you did it in multiple rounds. You didn't do it. You can't, if you add it. You have to add it when it's raw, so it
absorbs.
absorbs.
So what? The other 2 rounds just get canceled out by the cooking?
Well, a lot of it
Canceled
just
out,
gets
but it's
washed
not as
out.
effective.
Yeah. Because think about it, the fat is draining out. So the salt and pepper, you're probably just going to put it on the fat and
Bro.
it's just going to go. "Woo."
Fucked up world we live in, by the way. That's crazy.
What do you-
How does that not work? How does that not work?
Just because you're bad at cooking doesn't mean fuck the world that we live in.
Fuck the world.
You know what
Have
you
you ever
need?
Googled a recipe? Like, do you like?
I
That's
have.
what I was going to
I
do. You
have.
need a recipe. You need, because you're putting ingredients up there being like, I want to make ground beef. But
Yeah.
and guess what? You did it. You made
did it.
ground beef. Congrats.
That's what it
no
tastes
one,
like.
no one
Not
eats. No one should eat. It's boy dinner, but no one should eat ground beef by itself. You have to be making like a meal out of it. Make like taco salad. You get taco seasoning mix. You put it in the ground beef. You get some cheese.
Honestly, if you just did taco seasoning mix in the ground beef and then didn't do your round bullshit, you would have a much better.
Yeah.
I believe that actually. I was gonna make a meatball and like I was gonna make like spaghetti meatball, whatever.
What does it mean I was gonna make?
I had that thought like zip through my head once.
Okay, that's not how I was gonna make it. I thought about it, like kind of. That's an idea of a plan. That's
Yeah.
not like I'm gonna do something.
It didn't happen though.
I know it didn't happen because you didn't. You just kind of half thought about it. That's not a plan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen, man. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'll go home after this.
I think this was good though. You tried making food for yourself.
Yeah. I tried.
You tried.
Tried.
And now you have to keep trying.
Yeah. Hard part, by the way. Keep trying.
Keep trying.
Yeah. I can't revert to Shin ramen.
You gotta put
anymore.
some fat in those bony hands. You gotta
Not
Show off the
too
hands to the
bony.
camera again. Ooh! Can I say something?
Please.
This is the inaugural episode of The Pond. You know, I really appreciate you guys doing this with me. That's a lie. I don't really care. But I thought it would be nice to bring like a little treat, like a snack or something like that.
Oh, no way.
Yeah,
How
just
thoughtful.
like, yeah. I just wanted to, I just thought, I know like a sweet kind of thing is more, I guess like, it's more a traditional treat, but I thought like, let's go savory. Let's get something a little fun, maybe, kind of in the spirit of a show or something like that. So I got, you want to just take
Ooh, a mystery brown
Whoa.
bag.
Oh my fucking
And there's
God.
more than one.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
And there's none for you?
Oh my fucking God.
this. I'll steal some.
You'll steal
I
some?
felt like 2 bags was more appropriate. What's
Oh
up?
my God.
What's up, man?
If this is what I think it is.
He has no idea.
I'm going in with an open mind.
Why don't you lift up the little thing and see what it says?
Dude, it's Wopcorn.
For those at home, it's 2 brown bags, oil soaked, with the label Wopcorn on top.
Thank God. Dude, I
thought
was,
you would
I was gonna do
never.
this. I was gonna do this. But I looked at nutritional yeast. Actually, for those listening at home, do you want to explain what Wopcorn is?
Why don't you take a bite first?
As we eat, I would love for you to say exactly what this is.
So this is my idea of what I thought it would be a cool idea. So it's called Wopcorn. It's popcorn that you kind of let steam a little bit, get a little bit wet, and then to flavor it, you use nutritional yeast. Nutritional yeast is like kind of dried, dead yeast. Kind of has a cheesy flavor or like an anchovy flavor. Some people say it tastes like feet. But yeah, I think it's really cool. And I've been a proponent of this for, I would say a couple weeks now. And every time I bring it up, people say mean, horrible shit to me, saying that it's not a good idea. But actually, I think it's a great idea. What's up? Can I take a whiff? Smells good.
This is.
It just tastes like bad popcorn.
What do you mean by that?
It just doesn't really taste like anything. It just tastes like popcorn with
here's
nothing.
What happened is I thought I would make it a little more wet by adding water to the nutritional yeast.
Oh no!
But then it kind of clumped up and then didn't apply properly to the popcorn.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I made it before without doing that and it tastes pretty good.
Was that your first time making on the stove popcorn?
No, it's my fourth time.
Fourth time.
Yeah, I made it. I've just been making popcorn every day for like a week.
Wow.
Dude, I can taste the stiffness from like
It
you
tastes
leaving-
bitter.
It tastes
doesn't taste bitter.
it tastes like cardboard, but like less intensified.
It's the most insulting shit you ever said to me in my life. I bring you a gift of popcorn, and you just say it tastes like stale cardboard.
I will. Okay. Let me be clear. Right. I would low key have this over that lean ground beef that I had.
Of course you would, because I made it.
Well,
No.
this just
because it's much more consumable.
it just tastes like popcorn with nothing,
This tastes hot.
and also bitter aftertaste for some reason.
The smell is just so toxic. I don't know what it is.
The smell.
Yeah,
This is insulting.
Oh, that is weird.
it's actually feed, like you said.
I love it. I think it's a perfect meal.
Alright, cool. Well, I'm not finishing this.
What?
But I appreciate it. I appreciate it,
I
though.
brought you as a gift. I brought you this thing.
I do have something to wash it down.
No, we're sticking on this.
You're sticking on this?
What do you mean you don't? I brought you a gift and you're just...
I'm not finishing it right now.
No, you said I'm not finishing this.
I'm not finishing it.
Bro, the aftertaste,
It isn't not bitter?
I can smell it in my breath. Like this is
What do you mean
intense.
you can smell it in your breath? You're fucking dumb.
No. I
Say
speak.
something that's not stupid, man. You're so fucking dumb. I fucking hate this. Why are we doing this? Why? Go bring your silly little drinks, man.
silly little
Drink
drinks.
boy. Bring the drinks.
The drinks?
Well, thank you for Wopcorn though.
I don't accept your thanks.
Welcome to the food
Before
episode.
before we do this drink thing, can you just stand up for the camera?
Yeah.
Look at this little boy, dude.
My-
fucking
this is embarrassing.
shit.
Well, this is embarrassing.
Dude,
I walked all across campus with just like this all over me. I had no idea.
You beaned yourself.
I embarrassed myself like 3 different ways.
Just so people know, because I'm really sensitive, just to be honest, about this popcorn thing. Like, I want you to know that the people saying this doesn't taste good is one is Mr. Lean Beef over here, and the other one is Brenton Bean over there. Okay? So who do you trust as a culinary expert? Is it you? Who is it?
Where's your credentials?
I feel like I have good taste.
I have great.
I feel like I just have unfortunate because I sacrificed myself for my friends. I walked across campus. I had the 3 lemonades under my arm because as
we
per
don't,
request.
We don't know that it's lemonade yet.
Okay. Spoiler alert! It's lemonade. I had 3 lemonades under my arm, walking back because I was a hungry guy. These 2 guys weren't hungry. I needed food.
Why are you acting like you're the hero? You didn't eat lunch before we started recording, and so
And people requested lemonade, so I brought lemonades.
because you were
very kindly.
you were delaying the shoot.
I didn't delay shit.
You did.
I didn't.
You did.
Nope.
You did.
Nope. And I actually
we were
think
both ready.
I'm not just a hero. Sorry. I'm a savior because now we can wash out this Wopcorn taste with some delicious lemonade. And let me get into what these lemonades are really quick.
Okay.
One of these lemonades is lemonade. It's just lemonade.
Wow.
Wow.
The other one is it's like a limeade, it says. And then the other one is like a mango flavored one.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's your job. There's like a berry one, but I didn't get the berry one because I could only hold 3, and I could only hold them barely, as you
Okay.
can tell. So I just thought we would go through, and you guys could tell me which one's the best one, or you could just drink them.
Okay.
You know?
Just drink them with no commentary.
Yeah, why not?
I think I'll do that.
Yeah.
One. I think that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one. Well, go for it. And
By the
you
way-
tell me what kind of flavor you think it is.
I'm
'cause I
drinking
forget.
first because I don't trust you two. Tastes good.
All right, cool. You like that one?
Doesn't really taste like mango, just to be honest. Kind of tastes like passion fruit or something.
That might not be the mango one. That one's probably the mango one.
Okay.
He likes that one. He likes that one.
That one also doesn't really taste like
Doesn't
mango.
taste like it, no?
Kind of has like a ginger taste or something to that. Let me see.
All right, yeah,
Ginger.
here's this one. Here's the one you wanted.
You don't. Well, the one I okay. Kind of tastes boring compared to the other two, but you know it's lemonade. It's pleasant.
It's good?
There wasn't a
pleasant.
single
Like it?
mango.
I'm sure one of them is mango, but it is also definitely a lot of lemonade.
Okay. All right.
What maybe you'll be better at this. Which one's mango?
I think the first one was the limeade, maybe.
Okay.
You're gonna say it tastes bitter or some dumb shit like that.
Maybe he's better with drinks than food.
It has like a fig-like aftertaste. I think.
You're virtue signaling. You just are trying to name something that is like vaguely obscure. That's not what fig tastes like. Fig tastes like fucking like McDonald's lettuce. That's what fig tastes like.
You're out of your mind.
I'm not. We have a fig tree in my
Wait,
backyard.
what was the what were the three again?
One was like a limeade one with like
Okay. First of all,
hibiscus or
limeade
whatever.
is limeade is a crazy taste. I don't even know what it tastes like. It's a made up thing.
It's not a made up thing. It's lime lemonade. It's lemonade, but it's limes instead of lemon.
I think this is limeade, and that's mango.
Wow, what an original fucking opinion. Man.
This is 100% lemonade. I hate lemonade.
You not a fan?
You don't like lemonade?
I lied. I do like lemonade.
No, don't switch it up because I had an opinion about it. What do you think?
I think it's good, but
No, you don't.
no. I prefer it carbonated, but that's just my preference. I like everything carbonated.
This one's the best one.
Which one was that?
It's like it's the one that has a little bit of a
The fig aftertaste.
yeah.
Yeah. See, both, we're on the same
It's
team.
not- it's-
We're on the same team.
It's not
here.
fig. It's just kind of like a little.
It's not fig at all. It's like not one iota fig.
You're in denial.
But I think
This
the
one's the
drinks
best
are
one.
good. That one's
That one's the best
That
one.
one's not bad for sure.
Yeah. I got my bespoke lemonade.
You didn't get the pineapple thing though.
There was no pineapple one.
There
I
was
was
no
looking.
pineapple thing.
No, there wasn't. I was looking at all of them, just like this got to be something that's close, and it was kind of tropical. So I was like, tropicals.
I go to the one
Close.
sometimes in downtown. There's like a pineapple thing, but maybe they don't got it.
They got
everywhere.
4 flavors.
I appreciate your effort though.
Hey, anytime.
What was the fourth flavor you didn't get?
berry
Yeah.
flavored? It had
Which
berry.
berry?
It was like
berry?
a bunch of berries.
Barry Allen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I came back in a flash. You saw me walking back.
I could smell you from like far away.
Just awful, man.
You brought him, man.
Forgot about that guy.
You brought him.
Low glorp. Low glorp.
This is Glorp. This is my weapon of podcast destruction. If you say something I really just don't like, I'm just gonna pelt them at you.
I'm almost honored to be the first guy to get glorped.
It's surprising.
I thought it
Yeah.
was
you
gonna
would
be
think
me.
it'd be this guy.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be
You
me.
think it would be him?
I really
but-
did my best too.
Yeah. You're just loving it, huh? You got a big old
I
smile
love
on
it.
your
I
face.
love this so
Those who
much.
can't
man.
watch. Those can't. Whatever. Who
Yeah,
cares?
dude, that was like Kobe to Shaq. That was beautiful.
I don't watch basketball. I don't know what that means.
They just really like each other.
In like a gay way?
In like a basketball game respects game.
Like they throw the ball, they like pass the ball
Yeah.
around?
They're both on the
They tickle the
Lakers.
ball?
They're both on the Lakers together.
They tickle the ball
They
together?
tickle the ball. They tickled.
They tickle each other's balls?
I don't think they tickled each other's balls. Someone might have tickled Shaq's balls in the locker room.
Yeah.
It wasn't Kobe though. Yeah.
Somebody
LeBron.
else?
Yeah, it was not LeBron. LeBron was a child.
That'd be bad.
What?
Yeah.
I thought, didn't they play together at some point? All three of them.
Yeah. Not when they were on the same team. Not when they were taking each other's balls though.
Your friend could fact check us.
My friend could
Yeah, the
fact check.
Bad Sport podcast.
Bad Sports
guy.
podcast guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
he could fact check me right now.
Yeah, I saw a few things in a topic bank, getting added recently,
What's up?
and the first thing that I want to get into is you and your dopamine gambling.
Okay.
What's with that?
I just want to sit in this moment for a second. I just want to look at you. First of all, it's not me and my I'm not dopamine gambling. The real thing is, the real story is, there are no more fun games, I think.
Okay.
I've been in search for a fun game, and I'm not finding any. I'm finding a lot of Skinner boxes. I'm finding lots of dopamine gambling, but I'm not finding like a game that nourishes the soul in the way that I want.
How exactly is that? Like what?
Just like a game, and you like play it, and you have fun. I can't
You don't
find
have
them.
fun anymore?
Not I don't have fun. I can't find the fun games. Because when I asked the Discord server,
Yeah.
I asked, hey, is there anyone, where are the fun games at? Anyone know any fun games? And I got a lot of dopamine gambling. I got a lot of go play this game where you can watch Goonie and Goonette fuck each other to death, you know?
Yeah.
AKA Street Fighter 6. That's the game I'm talking about.
Okay. Yeah.
But I'm like, that's not what I want to do, because I'm going to go pick Akuma and then I'm going to hit crouching heavy kick, and then I'm going to whiff, and then I'm going to explode because I'm going to get Goon canceled, Schwab smash, and I'm not going to know what's going to happen. And then someone's going to say, actually, the way you're playing is not optimal. You need to go to the wiki and read the rules. And it's like, I don't want to do that. So I just want to play like a fun game. What's your experience with gaming?
My experience with gaming
Recently?
I don't really play those games, man. I play Super Mario Picross, and I play Super Smash Bros. Melee for the Nintendo GameCube.
Melee is also dopamine gambling.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's like dopamine gambling, but also it's like the experience of getting good at something if you so choose to get good at it.
But I already have those games. So I'm looking
You're looking for
fun
something
game.
else?
I have Dan's Game of Aether. That's my dopamine gambling of choice.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I just like my Goonette games, but I like it when it feels like there's something more, you know, like a story. I'm just a Xenoblade guy, so I just play the Xenoblade games, and to me, that's enough. Because even if the gameplay is like, some people think it's just whatever. Some people are really into like the you art cancel
Cross slash.
backslash. They're really into all that stuff.
Yeah.
Some people, I think it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty fun. I think it's more fun when you don't know what's going on. It's one of those games because it just feels cool to just have all this stuff happening. And then when you do learn what's going on, then it can be kind of like, I'm just min maxing. I'm just like fucking Gem Schwab canceling my shit together now, you know?
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, I'm not really looking for something from games. You know, I'm looking for something out of life.
Out of
Something that
love.
life can give me, you know?
Yeah.
Love, life. Yeah, that's me. I'm not a gamer anymore. I'm trying to graduate from that.
Trying to graduate.
Yeah.
Well, you did actually. Congratulations.
Yeah,
Oh,
congrats.
Yeah, I did graduate.
You're officially.
Go.
You're.
I'm officially
how many days unemployed? And you started a podcast.
I'm officially too old to be here on
Right.
campus right now. Yeah.
No, you could be like a master's student. No, but I'm trying to say, like, when did you? It was last Friday.
Yeah, last Friday.
We're recording this on a Tuesday. It's like, how many days is that? 5 days? 4 days?
4 days.
4 days
Yeah.
out of school, and you started a podcast.
Yeah, 4 days out of school, and this is the first thing I knew I had to do.
Yeah, makes sense. That's understandable.
Yeah, because I feel like you leave school and you just have so much to say.
Yeah.
Like, just so much happens in your life that you feel like
You have
you're
such a
supposed to
wisdom.
share it. Yeah, I feel so much wiser over these past 4 days. And really all it takes is you walk down the stage and then you get your diploma and then suddenly you're like, shit, I'm so much better than those people I used to be with. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm just walking around campus seeing people like during the summer on like their laptops or whatever. I'm just like, dude, I used to do that. That's crazy. That's embarrassing, honestly. You want to hear my graduation story?
Sure, why not?
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
It would just be nice if I could have one good graduation in my lifetime.
Yeah.
But they don't have enough hoods for everyone because there's 3 parts of a gown. You have the gown, you have the cap, you have the hood. So I'm waiting with all the other psych students that I graduate with, hoping for people to, you know, like waiting for me to get my gown, like the hood for my gown,
Right.
and they just didn't have enough. In fact, they didn't have enough to the point where they would take the people who were walking later and they would steal their like hoods and give them to the people who were walking earlier. So we had half of our procession with hoods and half without, and they were just like snatching them. And I saw this girl almost cry when they took like her hood away because like, you know,
Jeez.
it's like
Yeah.
it's like emotional. You're going to be walking across stage, you know. Some more emotional with some people than others. I didn't give a shit really. I was just happy to, you know, my parents were there and whatever. I got over it when my last class was done. But then like we walk across stage and I have my cap on and I'm like, shit, like this cap is so uncomfortable. Like it just keeps falling down. Like, and so I spend the entire time in my seat as everyone else walks ahead of me. I'm like number 300 something, fixing my cap to make sure that it doesn't fall off when I walk across stage, because that would be like a devastating moment, you
That'd be
know?
embarrassing.
That'd be super embarrassing. So I walk across stage. There's 3 photo spots. One at the bottom, you like take your degree, like it's closed. You show it to the camera. Then you walk up on stage. You shake like the dean's hand, and then they get like a photo of that too. And then finally you get a photo of you talking of you next to like the president or the acting president. And then you walk down.
Mr.
So-
Bacon.
Is his name? Yeah, I guess it's Mr. Bacon, isn't it? You know that stuff. I don't know this stuff.
That's his name?
Yeah, he's
his
Mr.
last name.
Bacon. Seems nice enough. Anyways, I walk up to him, and as I'm walking to him, my cap falls down. I'm the only person this happens to. The entire procession falls to the ground, and I'm just like trying to put it back on and stuff like that. I'm like, my cap fell. And he says, "Don't worry, it looks better without it anyways." I'm just like, okay, and I go, I throw it back down on the ground, take a picture, leave.
It's kind of
And that's
alpha.
it.
I was gonna
It's
say
a little
he,
alpha, right?
He would just take your diploma, rip it in half. say,
Yeah.
Get the fuck off the stage, you know, something like that. But no, it's good that you know, it worked out or whatever.
Yeah, and my parents had to pretend like they didn't see it, which was like
Why?
not
Why?
fun. Because you know they want to be like, oh, look at my perfect like angel son, who's did everything right. When really like me dropping my hat at the end is kind of like, you know, it really encapsulates my university experience of just like stumbling through it all.
Gang lead,
Yeah.
stumbling around.
You
It's who
know.
you are.
Yeah, you can't shake it. Can't even pretend like everything's put together
Right.
the whole way through. And there was this girl I sat next to because her name is like run away from me, and we talked the whole time, and I thought it went really great. And then my other friend, who's a girl, ran up to me with flowers, saying like "congrats," and then she looked at me, and she was like, "Well, it was nice talking to you this whole time." And then she walked away. So, oh well.
And you're looking for love.
I'm looking for love, and I feel like
That
I
was the
I-
subtext, people.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't have to.
And I
you
feel
don't
like
have to say
I lost it, man. I lost my chance
Yeah.
in that moment. I should have pursued it. You know what I'm saying?
You should
You
have
should've
thrown
thrown
the
the
cap
fla-
down.
Yeah, I threw the cap down. It was
flower, too.
alpha. You know. Oh well. And
It's
I sent her a message earlier, and she hasn't said anything back. So
It's okay. You'll just never find love, and
yeah,
you'll be on the podcast.
I'll
with
be on the
us.
podcast forever.
Dude.
I'll be on this podcast forever, man.
Forever and ever.
Forever and ever.
Man. Forever.
It's a
and
dream.
ever.
This is
Great.
this shit forever, man.
Forever.
Yeah.
100%.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys looking for love?
No.
No.
Looking for games.
I'm looking for
You're
games.
looking for games.
I'm looking for games.
Looking for
Love
games.
is like
Do you like
Too much
love
work.
in games?
no.
Persona's out of the
That's
question.
why. That's why you
So
told
is
me to
that-
play Persona. I was like, I don't want to fucking deal with this weeb shit, dude. I don't want to deal with.
What games do you find fun, man? Because I feel like every game we play, you're somehow complaining one thing.
Because every game we play is dopamine gambling, and then it's like I have to.
You think Mario Party's dopamine gambling?
Yes. Yes.
More
What do
than
you
anything
mean?
else.
No.
You think the party game is
The
gambling?
whole point of Mario Party, first of all, is the fact that we're sat around, right, playing it together. That's already constant dopamine. The gambling part, okay.
Chance time.
Exactly. That's like an add-on. That's a plugin. The bass line. Bass line.
I did have an issue. I had an issue with the topic you saying dopamine gambling though. And I have to say this now that I have my psych degree.
What's up?
Every gambling's dopamine gambling, man. You don't gotta say it twice.
It's the oxymoron.
It's
No.
oxymoronic. It's not oxymoronic.
It's,
sorry, it's
it's
redundant.
redundant.
It's redundant.
Vegan tomato.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you go to the farmer's market, you see a vegan tomato, and you're like, eh,
Yeah.
gross. You see a tomato, you're just like, okay, I'll take that. Dude, tell me about Schwab Island, though.
Well, it's on the topic of Mario
It
Party.
is.
Yeah.
I have been working on a secret project.
Uh-huh.
It's not really a reveal. It sounds like I'm setting up for a real. It's already been revealed. But I made a custom Mario Party 3 board based on my favorite player, Cody Schwab, who I love dearly.
Best Fox in Melee.
The fantastic Mr. Fox himself, Cody Schwab.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's Schwab Island. It's a picture of him winning. I don't know what the fuck, but
That
he's
was Smash
it's like he's
Summit.
going like it's not Smash Summit. He's got like a belt, but he's going like this.
Got a little peace sign up.
No, he's doing a
one.
he's doing a
Oh, is
point.
it a one?
Yeah,
Is
he's
it
doing
a
a
point? He's doing like a actually point.
He's like, I'm the Schwab. You know, that's kind of what he's
Yeah,
up to.
yeah.
And I turned it into a Mario Party board, and then I spent, I'd say maybe a week, a couple weeks working on this, and then you did a really cool thing where you took all of my hard work,
Bro.
and effort, and turned it into a hit tweet.
No, I need to fucking explain this, okay? First of all, I asked you twice. And because I was like, I really want to tweet this, but I don't want the credit. And so I tweeted, well, okay, first of all, I tweeted Mario Party 3 at IBDWSSBM, right? And then underneath, I linked your channel like three times.
Do you want to see how many? Look, I'll tell you this: the main tweet, like
It has
11,000 likes,
1.1k likes.
or 1.1k likes, 40,000 views.
Your itch.io,
My itch.io got like 50 views.
like in the itch.io page?
Yep.
Okay, first
The
of all,
tweet has like 3 likes.
dude, no. There were a couple bookmarks. There was one person saying, "Oh, I'm bookmarking this." They quote retweeted
I saw
it.
the Smash 64 player. Yes, I saw them.
Yeah.
I looked. Don't think I didn't look.
This
looked.
guy, by the way, okay. Initially, when I tweeted that, I was like, before I even tweeted, I asked you, dude, do you have a Twitter account? So that I was thinking you could fucking post it. Because this Schwab Island, the world needs to see,
Okay.
is what I'm thinking. Because the world needs to be enlightened. This is a good project. This is great. I had a blast playing, right? And it was fun, and I wanted people to know. And I think it would be a funny bit. But I didn't. Okay, first of all, I didn't really expect it to blow up like that, and I wanted all credit to go to you, and I felt so guilty when I first hit like the 50. I was like, should I message him about this? Should I delete my?
Dude, did you ask
delete my
permission to
shit?
tweet it?
Yes, I asked 2-3 times. Yeah,
And what did I say?
you said yes. Go for it.
That's not what I said.
What did you say?
I said you can tweet it if you want. And you said, do you want me to tweet it? And I said no. But I said
What?
yes.
No,
there's
you
a-
did not.
There's a live stream recording of this.
No.
This is exactly.
There is
verbatim-
no way.
This is verbatim what I said.
No, that is not what you said. You're gaslighting me right now. Right on this podcast, you're
It's
gaslighting
not.
me.
You have the editing power. You can, I guess, do whatever you want. But
Dude.
if you try and pull up a clip of me saying not this, you're not gonna find it because it doesn't exist.
So you actually said no?
I didn't. I said you can tweet it if you want, and then you said, "Do you want me to tweet it?" And I said no.
Really?
I gave you permission to tweet it. I'm not saying that you did anything wrong by tweeting it, but
Okay. Because now I'm actually feeling kind of like I'm feeling pretty bad about this.
I don't care.
Okay, good.
But I do think that every day you steal my bits and my banter and my work and present it as your own.
I never do that.
You do it all the time.
I never do that.
You
What do you
always
mean?
do this.
What do you mean? Okay, name another example.
Just like you'll take a bit that I'm saying that is coming from, it's like a truth from my heart, and then you speak it like it's a poop from your fart. You know what I'm saying? And you just present it as your own, and you don't get it's like it's a lie.
What? Like what?
Just on your stream, you'll just say some shit that I'm saying.
You guys want to talk about love languages really quick?
Go for it, man.
What's your love language? What do you think? For me, I think mine is quality time. I just need the people I love around me. That means a lot to me.
Yeah.
I'm also like a physical touch guy. I'm not so much good with gifts. I think that acts of service are a big deal for me. When I see someone do something for me, I'm like, that means a lot. But my biggest one of all is words of affirmation. So when people say nice things to me and I truly believe it and it's coming from their soul, I hold them and I treasure them forever. And I think this is a great way for us to all understand each other. This is how do you interpret how do y'all take in your love, man?
I like words of affirmation, man.
Saying nice things, hearing nice things from people.
I like being told nice
That's cool.
things. Makes me feel warm and fuzzy. And you?
We're not going here.
Wopcorn.
Wopcorn?
Wopcorn.
You eat Wopcorn? Use some more Wopcorn in your life?
This is where you're gonna have to like throw Gorb at us.
Glorp?
Yeah.
No, why would I throw glorp? This is a fine podcast segment.
Yeah.
No, this is for when you are just boring. This is fine. No, I'm not gonna say.
You don't want to know. You don't want us to
you're-
know how to make you feel more fulfilled in your life.
I thought we were building something. And this is like this step is what we need.
I think what my love language is when people communicate with me thoughtfully. Just as an example, I think when people at me when it's not necessary in, Discord, messaging services or the like, right? When they send me a notification when it's not required, I think is inconsiderate and I don't feel loved in that moment.
Right.
Yeah.
That feels like an act of service. Like when you're asked to do something, you ask someone to do something and they do it for you.
Yeah, or just to be thoughtful and considerate, like if you're sending me a message and then there's like an obvious follow-up, why don't you include that in the base message, right? So that I don't have to ask that and I can be informed. Or maybe, when you're communicating with someone, why don't you not ask like a leading kind of question, That's kind of things that I value.
Cool. Yeah, I mean,
Oh, thanks.
I'll keep in mind.
This is not, no, I gave a sincere answer and now you're just like, oh, PogChamp. I've been a little mean this episode. I didn't mean that.
I think it's fine.
I'm off the rails.
He's off the rails.
Not like that. It's not
He's
Tony
bouncing
Hawk.
off the walls.
It's not Tony Hawk. It's more like guy in a bar.
Yeah, guy at a bar.
Sixth whiskey of the night.
Guy at a bar approaching women, being like, just like
That's you.
That's
gonna be you soon.
No, I don't think so. I don't think that's me.
This weekend you got plans.
Me at the bar is being like, what's your love language?
Yeah, that's very weird.
That's like psychopathic
It's
behavior.
Psychopath behavior. Hi, we made eye contact across the room and I just wanted to ask, what's your love language?
Don't make that face afterwards.
Don't do that.
That's awful.
Don't do
No,
that.
I was saying that because that's Riz and I wanted you guys to both be on board with that.
We're not the
saying
same,
that's
bro.
Riz.
We're
That's
not-
Riz.
That's not
You
Riz.
seem like a words of affirmation type of girl, unless I'm wrong.
Has this worked ever, or
No, I'm workshopping right now.
Right.
I'm spitballing. I want some feedback.
This is the
I think
first
this
draft.
is not good.
You think it's not good?
Well, first of all, you're looking at Dumb and Dumber for feedback. Like I don't know what to tell you.
hey,
Like, you're basically just doing the Spider's Man where he goes,
hey.
that's what you're doing right now.
It low-key worked though.
So just do that.
No.
Why are you doing this? Like, oh, what's your love language? Can I touch you? Like, so it's weird.
Okay, well, now I know. Thanks for letting me know.
No problem, man.
We're learning every day. And you just graduated with a psychology degree too.
Yeah, you think I would know more about people. I feel like the one psychologist out there who's just like, I don't know shit about these guys, man. I like walk into the chair, I'm just like, what's your name again? Okay, and like, would
are you
you
so
describe
weird?
yourself? why are you here? Can I just ask that right now? Why did you
Stop
you're
doing
just
that
down in the
shit.
chair? Okay, so you don't like yourself and your parents have bad.
What's up with that,
Yeah, what's up
man?
with that? Can you? I mean, like, let's bounce ideas.
Yeah.
Ask your parents what their love languages. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, man.
Oh, they're both dead. Oh.
Oh, I kind of missed the boat on that one. Well. I would
That'll
say
be 200 an hour.
Yeah, 200, please.
Consulting the topic bank.
What does it say, man? Are you just getting traumatized by that beep every time you open your phone? You should make it your lock screen just so you know. Just so you know, there's places to go from there.
Oh, well, this isn't. Do you want to talk about your grandma's house?
Oh, so over this weekend, after graduating, I went to Vancouver Island with my parents to visit my grandparents because my grandfather recently passed and my grandmother moved into a retirement home, and we just went through all of her stuff. There's some pretty cool stuff in there, man. I got this new watch. That's cool.
You just
I got a
robbed it?
vintage. No, it was gifted to me, man.
Okay.
Well, I just like him taking stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It's like
He was just
mine,
going through drawers.
mine. I got her whole liquor cabinet. That was crazy.
Whoa.
Because no one wanted grandma liquor apparently. It's like a bunch of like coffee flavored, like Kahlua something,
Sure.
and then like spiced rum and all that. But over the course of just like cleaning everything out, I got an Xbox from my cousin who was there. Just a new Xbox One. That's
Oh,
cool. I have a
that's
DVD
cool.
player
Okay,
now.
yeah, wow.
Yeah. But just over the course of that, I spent a lot of time with my 17-year-old cousin who just recently learned how to drive. And I remember him when he was like born.
Right.
Yeah. So it's just a little weird for me. Like I was 6 and he was just like in a manger or whatever.
Yeah. And now he can drive.
And now he can drive and shit. And he doesn't have an Xbox. He's like an outdoorsy guy. It's kind of funny. But like over the course of the car ride, like he doesn't have Bluetooth or anything in this car. He just like plays old CDs. And it made me, I was looking through his CD stuff because like, I'm like, I'm just like flipping through him. Like he has some Led Zeppelin. He has a lot of rock music. He has like one Tupac greatest hits collection thing, just going through all of it.
Right.
And then, I end up getting to like their house. I'm sleeping on their couch. It's a pull out and I use his shower and he has like all these sticky notes up on the wall.
Sticky notes?
Yeah. Cause it's like, I feel like the younger Zoomers are like really in that like self-improvement bag,
Oh my god.
Yeah. What's that?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like we're older Zoomers. Like I feel like there's like a flashpoint moment where it switches from being like we're all woke and we're all like fight the power,
Right.
and we're all like pretty conscientious of like making other people uncomfortable and stuff like that. So there's there, and I think that's like the uncomfortable thing is like persistent for all Zoomers. But then there's like you go further than that and you get kind of to the people like they kind of call them like I don't know, I don't want to call them like the
Mouth
like
tapers.
the mouth tapers and
The
like
Ashton Halls.
yeah, and like the Andrew Tate watchers and
Oh
the,
my
like the
God.
people who just like need some kind of like
The tater tots.
male, yeah, the tater tots. I don't want to like call them the tater tots,
Right.
but
You're a woke liberal cuck.
yeah, and it's like I feel like, and maybe this is a bit. I'm too woke. I'm the friend who's too woke because
Yeah.
like I saw like some stuff. He has a quote from his friend that was like, "Goon or get poon," just like on a sticky note on the mirror. I'm just like, like. Is that are we not treating women well, man? Are the kids not treating women well? Are we reinforcing bad stereotypes, just reducing them to poon? That feels fucked up. And I go through the CDs again. There's no woman, man. There's no he doesn't listen to any female artists.
Right.
There's Tupac. That's about it.
He's not a woman.
He's
Yes.
he's
Just
not a
right.
woman.
But he does have a song where he's like respects women.
He
Yeah.
has
Yeah.
Hey Mama, which is about his mom. Is that progressive? I'm not sure, but like all these other artists, like there's no women, and so I'm just thinking in my head, like, am I the friend who's too woke? What if he's like yelling at his mom, which he did do one time, but it seemed like not over the line.
Right.
He has a younger sister. I'm like, oh, I wonder if they're getting along, and so I put together this like 2-hour-long playlist of all my favorite songs only by women, and I do that night, and I'm like, maybe I send this to this guy,
Okay.
But I think I'm the friend who's too woke, man. I never end up following through. I feel like I'm crossing a line here. I feel like I'm actually like I'm drinking the Kool-Aid a little bit. I graduate with a liberal arts degree from a liberal arts college, and now I'm just like, how do I fix this flaw I see in my family?
Right.
We need to get this guy to respect women. I feel like I don't know. What do you guys ever feel that way about like younger siblings or cousins or anything like that? Like there's something wrong?
Actually, you know what? I was holding glorp. I was thinking about it, but I'll build. Let's build.
Let's build, yeah.
I'll build on this.
Yeah.
I do have a cousin who I think, I don't know what to do with him because he's thinking some things and I'm like, that's not right. You don't know anything.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I should, try and beat it out of him or like talk to him or what. I tried to I got him like a copy of Undertale and I thought that would fix it. But
Dude, you're like the Pope, man.
Dude.
You're like Matt Pat the Pope.
but I don't know that he really got it. I think he just thought it was a game about like monsters or whatever. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you do.
This generation's cooked.
This generation's not cooked.
I don't think we're cooked. I think it's just like, you know? It's so crazy that Matt Pat gave him Undertale, the Pope.
Why is that crazy?
Why is that crazy? Well, didn't he like play the game and he was just like, we need kids to play less video games? Is that not exactly what happened in that situation?
That's what the Pope said?
Yeah.
I thought he didn't even... Did he play it?
I don't know.
No way he played it. He was just like, okay, thanks, man.
Dude,
I think it's a game about peace and love.
Does the
Also-
Pope know how to use a computer?
No, but, you know, it's more symbolic, you know.
Also, I'm just realizing you want like a new game to play so bad. You only have to wait like a couple weeks for two more Deltarune.
That's actually true. I kind of forgot that was
You
coming
can
out.
just wait, bro.
I can just wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I'm doing anyway. It's not... But yeah, it's true. I think Deltarune is very interesting. For those who don't know, I have profound mental illness. So I played Undertale at probably around 13 years of age. So I'm cooked for the rest of my life.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But it's interesting because people ask me like, hey, are you excited for Deltarune coming out? And I'm like, no. I always say no because I'm like, it's like 3 years away. But now it's like a week away. And I'm like, oh, maybe I should be excited.
Yeah, I mean, you can afford to get a little excitement in your life, you know?
No.
No?
I mean, yeah, I think like when I'm excited to play it. I'm assuming it'll be bad. Well, not assuming it'll be bad,
I'm
but
such a
You
cynic.
have a low bar?
not a low bar, but it's like, I feel like I see people expecting things out of the game and I'm like, that's a recipe for you to not like it. So I'm just not going to expect much.
You expect
You know what?
nothing?
Yeah,
Not
that's
nothing,
fair.
but I'm like, oh,
Why can't you just be like, I've enjoyed this in the past and now it's going to come out again and I'm excited. I think it'll be a pleasant experience. That's excitement.
because what if I don't enjoy it again?
You're a cynic.
What do you mean?
You're a cynic and a pessimist.
I'm not expecting to not enjoy it, but I'm not expecting to enjoy it either. I'm gonna play it and I'll see how I feel afterwards.
I get that sentiment. I feel like it's like
Where's the joy in that? Where's the joy in being like, oh, this thing that
I will be delightfully surprised.
Yeah,
I could
yeah.
be delightfully surprised by the contents of the game.
No, I don't like this.
you know, like
I don't
this.
like this. Not one bit.
That one woke friend.
I
man.
don't like this. I'm not being the woke friend. I'm trying to look out for you.
So what should I do?
What should you do? You should be like, oh my god, Deltarune's coming out soon. Like, that's so cool. I can't wait to play
It's not
it.
that cool. It's a video game releasing.
You're acting.
You
too cool,
went
man.
and saw Earthbound USA in theaters.
Yep.
Was there anyone else there?
There's a couple people. It was not it was the Earthbound USA, for those who don't know, is the documentary about starmen.net and how it was created, and those people went on to create Fangamer. So if you know Fangamer, maybe you know it's like the story of basically how they all grew up on the internet. And so yeah, it was a local showing by Bonus Stage. We were like, I don't know who the fuck they are, it doesn't really matter. But it was their first time doing a show like that, so it wasn't that many people, but there's some people I knew. Yeah. Cool game developer people. I'm not gonna name them because you don't fucking deserve to know. So you know.
Yeah, but one of the most prolific people out of starman.net, Toby Fox, making Deltarune.
Right.
You can't say you're not like invested or excited in the new games
I'm
coming out.
invested. I'm not excited though.
You're not excited. It's just a job.
It's not a job, but it's
You're
like,
playing this because it's my job, man. Ah, man.
No, there is a distinction. I feel like because you can be excited about the game, or like you can be excited about it coming out, but not like for the game's contents. Does that make sense? There's like a distinction between liking the previous iterations of the game and being in a fandom.
Okay.
But you're not a part of the fandom, right?
I would say he's the leader.
No, I'm not a leader,
No,
but I am.
100% not.
I'm not like. I used to be more involved. I kind of like watch a couple people on and off, but I'm not.
But you're not like tweeting every day like fanfics of Rouse or something.
No.
Yeah.
You're not interacting with like the other members of like this community as
They're
often.
minors.
I
They're
don't
usually minors.
Really, that's true. I don't really interact with anybody online, to be honest. I just kind of witness. I lurk in some places for sure.
Yeah.
I just kind of witness what's going on, and I'm like, wow, I remember that mental illness. Bye, you know. But no, I mean, well, here's the thing. I think there is some truth to the fact that I think most games are the most fun before you play them. Like watching the trailer for Mario Galaxy 2 is the most fun thing anyone can do. playing the game is like, whatever, you know?
Yeah.
I get that, actually.
I mean, like, to me, Smash Ultimate still hasn't come out yet. A little bit.
Yeah.
Like, all of my high school senior year, I was so excited for that game to come out. And, just, like, playing it is cool. But it's not as cool as, like, the feeling of, like, everyone is here.
Yeah.
And, like, all the characters coming back. And, like, the videos of, like, air dodging going, like, diagonal. And, like, it's an actual wave dash, you know? Like, that... I get, like... maybe like the idea of something is never as good as the thing itself, but that's just like a recipe for disaster. Sometimes you just gotta fully embrace the fact the idea is just so good.
I did that for 9 months with Dan of Aether's game of Aether.
How did it work?
It was great. But I don't got to do it for every game ever.
Fair. I feel like this would be the game though.
No, because then I'll play it and I'll have fun. I'll play for 10 hours and then I'll get to end of chapter 4. And then it's like, all right, wait another 3 years for chapter 5 to 7.
Also, I feel like this sort of excitement is hindered because it's like the same series. It's just a continuation of chapter 3, 4. But if it's like a...
I also
Really?
I
disagree.
disagree, but I can't. I already crashed out too much on you, and so I can't be mean to you right now. So I'm just going to say I disagree.
Okay.
No, because when they build a strong foundation for something and then they say like they're gonna build on it, it's like the reason why people are so excited for the third movie in a trilogy, even though like like landing the plane is the hardest part.
Oh.
You know, everyone's just like, dude, but the idea of like The Last Jedi is so good. Like the idea of like Luke fighting like Darth Vader and like everything and like them saving everyone. It's such a cool idea for like a movie in your head. Like you're so excited for it.
Is Yoda alive?
Yeah, and it's
This
like
is an example. This is not like
I know.
yeah,
But I was
Luke's not in
curious.
that, or actually maybe he is in the movie, but I don't know.
Yoda's he dies at the start.
Oh,
Yeah,
well. I don't know anything about Star Wars.
I'm just saying you should like being excited is fun.
Yeah. If I was caught up with John Wick like in real time as the movie, I'm excited for Ballerina. Like that, I guess that's like the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? Yeah, I get it.
What's wrong with being excited about stuff, man? Why can't you open your heart?
Are you fearing disappointment?
No. I'm not fearing it, but I am kind of like letting that possibility exist. Because here's the thing about Deltarune.
Mm-hmm.
He said that it's based off of a dream he had one time, the ending of the game. So he's building it around that.
That's
Imagine
badass.
if
That's
this
badass.
this guy, no, it's not bad.
Yes,
Imagine
it
if
is
this guy is like,
badass.
I'm making a game and it's based on a dream I had. That's like the worst game you've ever played.
No, you can never tell, dude. Somebody out there, Joe Schmo, sitting on his computer, he sees it on like itch.io, and he's gonna think it's the best game ever.
What are you talking about?
If I were to make a game that was like a culmination of my dream.
You think it would be good?
I mean, I guess so.
It wouldn't be good. Talk about a dream you had right now.
I got chain grabbed by Ganondorf on Final Destination.
You got choke slammed.
Yeah,
over and over and
it
over again.
sucked.
That's your dream.
I tried mashing out. I couldn't. It was bad.
Yeah, this is an awful ending to a game. That's so,
Okay,
you're
that's like-
proving my
yeah,
point.
that's good. Yep, point proven.
Sometimes,
wanna try? Do you wanna-
sometimes
do you-
heroes can't win.
What a dream that I had that like stuck with me. All the dreams I had stuck with me are nightmares. They're like my family burning in a building and like the fire truck like going straight to the garage and running me over. Like they're not good dreams I've
So
had.
that's what I'm saying. It's like he said it's based on a fever dream I had one time, and I'm like, okay, well, let's see how it goes. I think I enjoyed chapter 1. Chapter 1 was very good. Chapter 2 I thought was good also, but
I thought chapter 2 is the best thing ever made.
I think that chapter 2 is good, but part of the fun I had with chapter 1 is that to me it feels like it was made in a way where if he decided he can't make the rest of this game, it can kind of exist as a complete package, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But chapter 2 is like, okay, I'm doing this for real. I'm going to set up a bunch of stuff. But there's a lot of things that haven't been paid off yet.
Oh,
I have to,
no
I'm
closure.
still waiting for that.
I think it wasn't supposed to be free, and that's why it's like that.
No,
Right?
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that
No, I'm with you. I get it. And you're worried that stuff won't pay off because there's too much to be invested
I'm
in.
not worried
now.
about anything. I don't think about this on my day-to-day life. That's my point.
I
It's
guess you haven't thought about it because you weren't excited about it, and so
I'm just
you didn't
like-
even remember that it was
it's
coming
like
out soon.
if I imagine in like it came out like September 2021, October 2021, and then it's like, okay, I can't be excited for 3 years. I got other shit to do. I'm a completely different person than I was when Chapter 2 came out. It's actually crazy.
You went and watched Earthbound USA.
Yeah, and you didn't fucking come.
I
You said you were
didn't.
gonna come, and then you-
I had to clean up Grandma's house. I'm sorry. I didn't know that when I said yeah for sure. Listen. Trust me. I wanted to party all weekend long. All weekend long.
didn't
I
come
wanted
either.
to come.
Yeah, I low-key forgot about it.
There you go. This
Well, I didn't
and
forget.
what a great love language you're showing with me. You know,
Well, okay.
caring about me, showing that
do you
you-
want honesty, or do you want me to say, oh, I had to clean up my?
No, it's just I would have liked you to come to the movie.
I would.
And I would like to not have to ask you to figure it out. You just show up and you're
Yeah.
like, hey,
I would have if I didn't wake up at 1.
but I watched the film. I've already seen the movie, and it's quite good, and I enjoyed it. And there was an interview with Jazzy Benson, the director of the film, and I asked a question.
Oh, he was there. He was.
there.
Oh, it was.
She was there.
Oh, she was there.
Get woke. No, she was there via Zoom. She wasn't there in person.
Oh, but that's still nice though.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What question did you ask?
I said, will there ever be any more deleted scenes or extra interviews released? And she said, maybe.
Nice.
There's more in the pot. Wow.
Well, it was more like a probably not kind of maybe, but
Oh.
there was like never say never, I guess.
Yeah.
We are over an hour.
Hmm.
Hour and 20 minutes in. Ish.
Any
She's-
final words?
She still didn't say anything to me, man.
She's not.
She's not
responding.
replying to you. Give it up, bro.
Why don't you shoot a message to her via the podcast and then send that to
You
her?
should. Yeah, you should send it.
No, I don't want to do that.
What's her name? Emily.
Oh, what a poll. That actually sucks. You said Emily.
Is it right?
It's not right, but
Emily.
Amelia?
Mattias wants you. Bad. Get in touch. Peace and love.
He wants to know your physical or your love
You're
language.
making it weird.
I learned it from.
He
the
wants to know your physical location, Emily. Let us know. Give us your geolocation. No, that's not gonna work.
You want to know. You want to know the love language, though.
yeah, I guess so. But it's like when you say that,
Wait, one last thing. Why'd you draw a butt with fucking 5 lines?
Oh, cause it was possible.
All right, thanks for watching the pod.